Alright, so I'm going to be doing 5 Roux example solves. First scramble is at the top of the screen. Okay, so here on red, I see this edge is already connected. There's a pair here and a pair here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do F2, R2, and this will pair up this in the back. Then I can just use a B prime to pair that up. And then I know that this pair was going to be like this, so it's just U prime, R2, U2, F2. And what that did is that I know that if I take this edge, or this corner, move it here, I need a red edge to be here. So what we just simply did is we did an R2 to switch the edge's position, then we matched it up and inserted. Alright, so second block now. I probably would just see this and pair it, but then before I brought it down immediately, I remember seeing this edge and this corner, so as I brought it down with an R2, I immediately just do a U prime, solve it like this, and then I see this pair actually, so you can just go ahead and directly insert that immediately, R2, U2, R prime. So that was a pretty nice second block case. Okay, so for CML, I don't actually know this case, so I will just use 2look. And then I see 3 bad edges in the back, and then white on front, so this is a bad edge, so it's just an easy arrow case. Then before I did my U and M, I noticed this was my orange edge, and it goes into the back here, and here's my red edge, so we can just follow through to get the LR or URUL, and then I see this yellow and blue, so we can just pair that and solve. Okay, so on this scramble, I see this pair here for blue, this edge, which can be paired with its center in one move, and this not great pair, but we can work with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a U wide, and then R prime wide, and then another U wide, and that's going to be our first square. And then for this pair, we're simply just going to pair it up and bring it down. Nothing too fancy. As I was doing that, I noticed my next edge went to the back, so we can just bring that up. And then this is I see this edge in this corner before it went over, so I'll just bring it down. So as I'm bringing this edge down, I'll do one R, U prime, and then a wide R, and then pair up and solve. Now, I see this corner, but I didn't see its edge, although by seeing this green piece, I'm just going to guess that that's the edge I need, so I would just bring it out. Alright, it is, so now we can just solve it normally. Then this is just a Y-perm. Fix the center orientation. Then one bad edge in the back. This is white in front, so that must be our other bad edge. So solve that. Green piece, blue piece. These are the only 2 pieces that are left on the cube. So I can just do, pair like this, put them on the bottom. Colors don't want to match. M2. This is red, so put it to the back. To solve. So for the third solve, I see that I can pair my first pair like that in a few moves, so I'm going to do that. Pair like this, and then if you tracked the other edge to this pair, I know orange is on bottom, and if I do an M2 or an R2, it'll pair up with this. So you could do an M2, but I'm going to do an R2 because it's just easier with the wrist, then F prime for first block. So then there's this edge we see immediately, so we can bring it down. Then this wasn't an edge I needed, so I'll look over here, and I saw this in this pair. So I don't know where this is, this pair's edges, so we'll have to do this one, which would just, with M moves. And then I have a feeling like this could be the red and green edge, so I'll do an R wide, which I could just do an R, but then I would have to continue to look for the edge. So instead we do an R wide, and now I know this is the edge we need. So pair it up with M and here. So looks like I accidentally did non-matching blocks in this solve. So even though I would know this case regularly, I used to look for non-matching blocks because it makes it a lot easier. So I think this is a J-perm. It wasn't. Okay, what is this? No, this is a J-perm from the back. Alright. Bad edge. So move our bad edge to the back. And then we actually ended up to skip with our ULUR edges so we can fix them, or they were already in the correct position, so because I would need to solve this piece and then we're solved. So here I see we already have a edge for green and a pair here and a pair here. So I could do, come on, focus. I could do U, F2, but I just don't really want to do that right now. So instead, I'm just gonna pair like that. Then I see this, which is just a simple down like that. So not extremely efficient, but not that bad. Then I see this pair, so I will solve that by doing what we did earlier in the first solve. I'm going to separate the corner and edge, move the flip the edge by using an R2, and then solving it again. And then I see the edge, the blue edge, so we'll solve that and insert. Then I track this during doing all that and track that edge, so I'll bring this up and solve like so. Now for CMLL, and then fix my centers. Although what I should have done is on that last R, I should have brought it up with wide move, but I didn't. That's okay. So 4 bad edges on top. This isn't white or yellow, so this is a good edge, and we must have an even number of good edges, all which are on top. So this is M prime U2 M. I don't know if everybody knows you could do that for that case, but now you know. And then before I did that last M, I saw my blue edge go down, so I can simply fix like this and solve the rest. Alright, so I see a pretty decent case here for blue. First of all, our edges are already solved, and I can solve this this pair by doing that. Now, I can also solve this pair by doing that. Now, whenever I solve this, that's going to already push this blue edge over and move this out of the way. So we're kind of already doing, so as we're solving this pair, we're kind of already doing our second pair halfway. So if we just solve this blue pair, all we have to do now is bring up the other blue edge and put it in, which is pretty cool how that worked out. Then I see this this edge is solved and this bar, so we can pair that. Yeah, we need one more move, so we can pair that up like that. I think this is gonna, I don't know for sure because I didn't track it, but I think these two are a pair, so I'll bring it down with an R wide first, then do a U and bring it down like this. So yep, this is the pair I want. Insert like this, CMLL, then again like last case, M prime U2 M to get arrow. And then before I did that last M prime, this is really similar to the last one, I saw that this green and blue are on the same area, so they were already paired. So I would just do an M2 after I know that, and then I see red here, orange here, which is going to be U2, M2, and that's the solve. That was actually pretty good. That would probably be around like 14 or 13 seconds for me, and I average about 6.9, not 6.9, 16.9, so that was a pretty good last solve. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more example solves. I know I'm not great with Roux, but maybe I could help teach you something that you didn't know. Alright, see you later.